A mind unfocused is a life unlived. As Seneca warned, distractions are everywhere. They ruthlessly hinder our growth, dilute our focus, and compromise our virtues. Social media, possessions, pleasures, entertainment, comparisons, anxiety. Modern life is a mental gauntlet under constant siege. But the mighty principles of Stoicism, honed over centuries, now stand ready, your proven weapons to obliterate each distraction. The sage Marcus Aurelius commanded, discard your misperceptions. Stop being jerked like a puppet. Limit yourself to the present. We must apply such disciplines today. For you are not here to be swayed by fleeting temptations or to squander your capabilities. You are here to thrive, excel, and self-actualize. So dive deep with me now into classical Stoic teachings and emerge armed against all modern distractions. I will be your guide through the inner citadel, where tranquility abides. Heed these lessons and redirect every minute to your true calling. The life of philosophy, virtue, and unshakable purpose. The moment of victory over distraction begins now. Understand the gravity of distractions. Every moment wasted on distractions is a moment lost from fulfilling our true potential. As Stoics, we must realize the gravity of allowing our minds to be pulled in countless directions by meaningless diversions. Distractions drain our energy, scatter our focus, and prevent us from achieving eudaimonia, the state of human flourishing we are meant to attain. When we fail to exercise control over our thoughts and impulses, succumbing to every distraction that vies for our attention, we drift further away from the virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. We lose sight of our duties and our capacity for moral excellence. Idle distractions open pathways to temptation, greed, anger, and other vices, which compromise our principles. We must view distractions with the utmost gravity, for they directly obstruct our ability to live up to our highest self. The fire of passion and ambition within us is meant to propel us to develop our greatest potential, not be extinguished in a sea of diversions. As Marcus Aurelius declared, time is a river, a violent current of events, glimpsed once and already carried past us, and another follows and is gone. Do not let this current carry you away. Seize control and direct your focus with an iron will. Obliterate all distractions that subvert your growth. The moment to take action is now. Let us arm ourselves with the focused teachings of Stoicism to obliterate the 8 most toxic distractions of our modern age. One by one, we will dissect their dangers and equip ourselves with the philosophical weapons to annihilate them from our lives. 1. Refrain from mindless scrolling. The compulsion to endlessly scroll through social media feeds is a fruitless distraction that erodes self-control. Each minute spent absorbing inconsequential snippets of information is a minute you can never reclaim. The ephemeral dopamine hits of new notifications lead nowhere. They leave you wanting more without satisfaction. Instead, seek quality over quantity in your connections. Nurture your relationships and community with care. Spend time absorbing ideas and art that expand your intellect. Share wisdom and virtue with others. Keep your inner citadel strong. Remember that online validation and vanity metrics are fickle and impermanent. Memento mori. Remember your mortality. In the grand scheme of your one precious life, digital points are meaningless. Tend to your character. Seek eudaimonia through discipline, not distraction. Keep your eyes fixed on the steep path to wisdom. Let no app or algorithm sway your feet. With stoic vigilance, you can break free of the urge to endlessly scroll. 2. Materialism and consumerism. Stop equating possessions with happiness. The belief that material goods bring lasting fulfillment is an illusion. Each new item quickly loses its allure, leaving you empty and chasing the next desire. Break free of this distracting cycle of craving and consumption. Instead, adopt ascetic practices. Limit your possessions to only necessities. Embrace simplicity, sustainability, and self-reliance. Clear away the clutter from your mind and environment. Remind yourself of the transitory nature of possessions. All things fade and decompose in time, but your virtues remain eternal. Cherish presence over presence. Treasure experiences and relationships above materials. Follow the teaching of Musonius Rufus. The noblest and most just possessions are those which we can carry with us, wherever we may go, and keep as long as we live. The Stoic sages of old kept their bags packed and led wandering lives, focused only on cultivation of wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. Now you must do the same. Shed the shackles of materialism. Obliterate desire for possessions. Seek happiness and fulfillment, not in things, but within. 3. The pursuit of endless pleasure. Desist from chasing every fleeting pleasure. The mindless pursuit of indulgence and stimulation is an endless distraction from realizing our potential. Each hit of pleasure requires a larger dose to recapture the same high. We become slaves to our appetites, losing self-control. Instead, embrace the Stoic view on hedonism. Pleasure is not the highest good. It merely tricks the mind and shackles the soul. True joy arises from temperance, wisdom, and virtue. Cultivate inner calm through disciplined habits, not external stimulation. Seek joy in improving yourself, serving others, and aligning with nature. Be present and grateful for the gifts already before you. Simplify your desires rather than inflaming them. Equanimity and moderation are the narrow gates to happiness. As Epictetus declared, do not seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will happen. Then your life will flow smoothly. Control your impressions, master your passions, and embrace each moment just as it is. With this timeless wisdom, you will never need to chase fleeting pleasure again. 4. Constant entertainment. The hedonic treadmill of chasing pleasure leads us directly into the next distraction, the need for constant entertainment. But we must break this unhealthy addiction. Do not become a slave to entertainment. Amusements may delight us for a moment, but they rarely impart meaningful fulfillment. When we compulsively fill each minute with TV, games, and content, we lose our agency over how we spend the precious time given to us. Instead, focus on personal growth, meditation, and meaningful engagements. Study philosophy and literature to deepen your character. Spend time journaling and reflecting. Have fulfilling conversations that water the seeds of virtue. Immerse yourself in nature. Practice mindfulness and presence. Remember the discipline of ascent. You choose what impressions you internalize. Refuse to accept compulsions to be endlessly entertained. Your mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. Stay focused on this higher purpose, for fulfillment comes not from without, but from within. 5. FOMO. The need for endless entertainment stokes the dangerous fire of FOMO, the fear of missing out. This irrational anxiety distracts us with visions of greener grass elsewhere. Banish this irrational fear. FOMO is a false impression that seeds regret and gratitude about where you are. It pulls you out of the present moment, leaving you unable to enjoy anything fully. Instead, embrace the present moment and the discipline of desire. Train your mind to celebrate what you have, rather than envy what you lack. See that you already have everything required for your fulfillment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Remind yourself you have just what you wanted, and what you wanted was achievable through your resources, within your sphere of control. Bring mindful presence to your current experiences. Find gratitude for your community and circumstances. Release attachment to how situations or people should be." FOMO is a distraction that erodes contentment. Obliterate it with the wisdom that this moment alone holds the opportunity for meaning, transcendence, and serenity. You lack nothing to be happy now. Rest in this realization, and you will be free. 6. Over-reliance on technology. Do not let tools become your masters. Technology is meant to serve us, not rule over us. When we become overly attached to our devices, We surrender our agency to their distractions. Our attention spans atrophy and our willpower weakens. Instead, practice periodic digital detoxes to strengthen your self-mastery. Turn off notifications, leave devices behind, and spend days immersed in nature, meditation, and reflection. Journal about these experiences. Reflect on the Stoic virtues of self-reliance and resilience. In antiquity, the Stoics had only the stars, the elements, and books for wisdom, yet they attained enlightenment through their self-discipline. You too must develop your inner fortitude. See technology as indifferent, neither good nor bad in itself. By directing it mindfully, it can serve your higher purpose. But never forget that wisdom and fulfillment arise from within. No app or algorithm can cultivate your character. You must take the lead and regularly unplug from the matrix. With the distanced perspective digital detoxes offer, you will master your technology rather than becoming its servant. You will regain presence and perspective, and you will avoid the distraction of over-reliance. 7. Ambitions and comparisons. Technology and social media often fuel the fires of ambition and comparison. Our next distractions. When left unchecked, these impulses consume us. Halt the endless race. Ambition and comparison are just ways we try to fill the void within ourselves. But no amount of seeking validation or achievement externally can fulfill us, for contentment comes from within. Instead, focus on your personal journey and inner virtues. Do not define success by material trophies or the applause of others. Seek only to improve yourself each day through wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Compare yourself not to others, but to your highest self. Let go of external validation. No title, wealth, or accolades can complete you. As Marcus Aurelius reflected, why do you hunger for length of days? The point of life is to follow reason and the divine spirit within, as nature ordains. The divine fire already resides within you. Fan its flame through excellence of character. When ambition and comparison run unchecked, they drive you relentlessly onward, never allowing you to appreciate how far you have come. Now halt this fruitless race. Find fulfillment in the depths of your inner citadel. Then you will lack nothing. 8. Overthinking and anxiety. Calm the storms of your mind. Overthinking and anxiety arise when we forget the limits of our control. We become distracted by ruminating on hypotheticals, past regrets, and future uncertainties. This restless mental chatter steals away our tranquility. Instead, turn to the enchiridion and understand the dichotomy of control. You have power only over your present judgments, values, and will. All else is indifferent. Accept what life brings with equanimity, focusing only on what you can change, your inner realm. Train your mind to stay present through meditation and mindful awareness. When anxious thoughts arise, refuse to engage them. Gently return your focus to the here and now. Seek tranquility and ataraxia. These arise when you accept what comes to pass, remaining centered on each unfolding moment with courage and wisdom. Anxiety thrives on projections and resistance, but equanimity dissolves them. Keep your mind vigilant, like a sheltered lantern in a storm. Do not waste mental energy on what you cannot control. With presence and perspective, you will find the eye of the storm, and there you will find peace. With the shield and sword of Stoicism, you are now armed to face and obliterate the distractions that undermine your potential. By internalizing the timeless wisdom we have covered, you can reclaim your focus, purpose, and life. We have exposed the gravity of distractions and how they divert us from the path of virtue, wisdom, and self-mastery. Through commands and principles from the Stoic sages, you now have strategies to annihilate each distraction. Remember, do not just listen, act. Incorporate these teachings into your daily habits and perspective. Wrest back control of your precious time and attention. Fortify your mind and inner citadel. Rid your life of needless diversions and align each moment with excellence of character. If you feel the power of Stoicism resonating within you, subscribe and join us on this journey. Fortify your life with ancient wisdom reforged for the modern world. Click like and share these videos and keep the discussion alive. Together, we will walk the Stoic path and sharpen each other through communal growth and reflection. Our distracted age needs what the Stoics teach: the disciplines of desire, action, and assent. With vigilance and virtue, we will advance together.